What is up, everybody? Season 7, Episode 6, Bettors Delight. And fellas, I'm not going to gloat because I'm sad. I'm sad. It didn't have to be this way. But unfortunately, we consistently run into the same situations over and over and over again. And it all stems, really, if you go ahead and you look at all the different lines at bovadasportsbook.com, they make sure to want to entice you. They want to entice you back and make you believe potentially that this thing that you've been trying to do for so long will finally come true. And it's that Mike could actually hold a lead in this damn season. I mean, it's unbelievable. In 2 weeks after his gigantic Akshay Bhatia win, he's lost 20-plus units. Maybe 30 units in 2 weeks. This is ridiculous.
It's not
ridiculous,
30
Mike.
units. It's like 19, to be fair. It was, let me see.
It's
11.86 and 9.94, so it's about 21. Again, it's just I hit my lock, and we finish around even. We just got to find a lock. None of us can find a lock.
To be fair, I was going to say, no one, and myself, Mark, your lock also lost last week. We're all struggling in the lock.
I don't even know if Matt even gave a lock, to be fair. I have to go back and listen. I haven't had a chance.
It's been a rough start to the reboot of the season, season 7. But the water quickly finding its level in terms of Mike.
Fair.
It's crazy. Mark, you're still living the dream.
Yeah, I mean, we're just hanging around, waiting for Mike to come back down to earth. Only 4 units behind you, Greg. But, just hang around, and we'll see if I can defend this title. Plenty of time.
Mike eating chips and
Stop
loudly
snacking.
Rustling the bag.
Stop snacking.
Like,
jeez.
It's just crazy. Whatever.
Well, what color is that?
Oh,
They're
that's not the same.
What flavors?
No, these might be better.
Don't count.
No. That's blasphemy.
No, they're not. No, they're not. That's wrong.
Have you ever even had these ones?
How about you stop eating them on the show?
Sorry.
Second of all.
Well, that too. But I was at a giant one of those. I think it was Sam's Club, and they have the biggest bag of Nerds clusters. But I was told we were not allowed to buy them for the house. Mainly because for the house would have meant I would have eaten a giant bag of Nerds gummy clusters.
I was surprised the other day with a nice bag of Nerd gummy clusters on my desk. So that was pretty nice. It was a nice gift for me from my housemate.
Nothing better than a bag of Nerds gummy clusters. I'll tell you that.
And it said, "Move your credit card off of Bovada." Kidding, but kind of. No, yeah, we're having fun here. Another great podcast. I don't think I gave a lock last week. Phillies just let up a 2-run lead.
You may have at the beginning, but I
know we know what.
I haven't listened.
I don't want to point this out, but my New York Knicks are balling right now.
I mean,
balling.
They needed career games from Josh Hart back-to-back and the referees to win, too.
Wow. Oh, yes. You're one of those guys. Oh, dude, it's the NBA. There's going to be fouls. Stick your tongue out.
No.
God, come on, dude.
Put it a little yellow.
Gross.
But no, I mean, the Sixers got robbed in Game 2. Game 1, they deserved to lose at the end there. They got robbed in Game 2. You can't argue that.
I mean, they've been consistently outplayed every minute of every game.
I don't think that's true.
There's no hustle on the team.
Outwit, outsmart, outplay.
I said it on You're Wrong this week with Chris. This is not on Joel Embiid. I feel bad
for
Joel Embiid. I feel legitimately bad. He is out there
hobbled, cannot run,
can't move, can't jump, can't do anything, and is nowhere near what his top tier performance is. Because this is a team the Sixers would easily beat with Embiid at top level. But I mean, they're just getting out hustled.
Gotta box
balls,
out.
offensive rebounds.
Did a better,
but it's both games.
Did
that
a better job in
both
game 2.
games.
I mean, they didn't lose the rebounding in game 2 by 40 or whatever they lost it by in game 1. Got
to make your free throws there for Kyle Lowry at the end. He missed unlucky. 2 in the last 4 minutes. But I mean, it took a lot. Here. The series doesn't start till the home team loses, anyways.
Well, so like I said, season tomorrow. Is on the line
today. If you're listening,
no, we're taking alt lines tomorrow.
That thought we were there. Well, I'll get it. We don't even have to get into retirement stats.
I need to hang it up from the beautiful game. I can't buy a winner, and then I just get bullied from Greg. Greg got mad at me today.
This is not a can.
Greg got mad at me today for a losing parlay.
I'm telling you right now. This is not. It has already been a very long day.
The parlay lost.
We're adding in.
And you got mad at me.
We started like 40 plus minutes later than we usually would try to to start. Not the road you want to go down. Maybe you should take Ryan Blaney. Can Ryan Blaney finish top 20? And you maybe get a win on Bovada, or is that not how it works?
I didn't watch the race. I didn't get to see the race last week. I don't know why he was low there.
Wasn't
the Phillies
good.
Are trash.
Their Phillies are not trash.
Ellie De La Cruz eats our lunch.
They never.
So it's something about the Reds.
It's just a thing.
Yeah. Scott Rowland.
The curse of Scott Rowland.
It was probably because I was
has to have that. Castellanos had to have the one that tied the game, and Rojas has to have that. Your major league outfielders. What are we doing?
I saw Great American Ballpark. I was at the hotel across the street from it last week.
Rojas has to have that. What?
It's a nice little downtown area.
I was thinking you missed this series by only a little bit, and it would have been cool to see.
I know. I was so mad when I was looking it up. I saw the dates, and I was like, it was probably like 6 days apart. But and they were and the Reds were even in Chicago, so they weren't even around. Like I couldn't even pop by.
I mean, just going to a new ballpark is always a good experience, good time. I went to an Orioles Tampa Bay Rays game just off a whim, and that was a
Orioles
great time.
Games.
I went to
Orioles Toronto game in Baltimore. A great time. It's also BronyCon when I was there.
I saw the Rangers or somebody. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Actually, I feel like I might know it. I don't know. I saw the Rangers. I went to the Rangers Stadium.
That's what
it was. I was thinking it was something like that.
I mean,
they were all
what a ridiculous thing to say out loud.
It was wild. They were having a good time.
I've been to Coors Field for a game. The Cavs won the Eastern Conference Finals that night against someone. But it was LeBron Cavs, obviously. And then I was in Houston, and I went and watched the Rangers and the Astros.
Almost got to see Cole Hamels, right?
Yeah, well, he got scratched pregame during his warm-up, so it ended up not being Cole Hamels for the Rangers.
That's cool.
Yeah. I sat in those train seats out in the back. It's one of my favorite stories. I said, hey, man, I just want a single ticket out there. Can you just give me one? And the ticket they gave me was literally in between two guys who bought 2 tickets. They were there with each other, but they wanted the space in between, so they bought the end seat and the third seat in. And I went and sat right in between them for 3 innings. And I was like, I have to get out of here. This is way too weird.
Were they Texas guys?
I think they were.
I mean, that's on
fans.
them for buying seats 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You could just buy.
I don't disagree with you.
It's not a bad move, though.
No, if it's like a game where you're not expecting a lot of fans, but and where if it's not a big section or something
you're also
like that,
not
I don't know.
How many people go to baseball games by themselves? You know what I mean? That's yes, of course.
I've done it, Mitty Kiss. I was at that game alone when I saw Mitty Kiss.
So stupid.
My favorite was though at that Orioles Toronto game. Orioles stunk, Toronto stunk, so there wasn't any fans there, and we literally had first row tickets, and there were so many people around us that we ended up moving 10 rows back, and and there's nobody around us. And the usher comes up to us and he's like, all right, let me see your tickets. I'm like, I was like, all right, dude, I'm in the first row. You want me to move back up? Like first of
Yeah.
all, there's no one else around me.
Did he
Like, I'm
make you
literally
move?
sitting first row. Like, no, he was just like, all right, well, don't move anywhere else. I'm like, all right, man. Like, there's no one. I'll go
Doing his
sit in the
job.
300 level. For
Doing
You
all
got
his
to
job.
enforce the rules. I get
just
that.
doing my gerb.
It was
Just doing my gerb.
I mean, going to new stadiums are the best, no matter what teams you're seeing. I've been to Nationals. Going to Wrigley last year was awesome. So
Pirate Stadium's really cool.
I'm so mad.
Pirates
doesn't
is
matter where
sick.
you go. It's always a good time.
I was at Wrigley when they weren't allowed to have fans, and I was at an Airbnb literally across the
that's
street
tough.
from Wrigley, and I listened to it. I listened to the fan, or listened to like the
You should
stuff
have
going
stood
on
like
the
hit a
field.
home
Like,
run
those
outside
crowd
or somewhere.
noise.
Well, but then it was crazy. Like the next day, somebody was like, "This guy threw a perfect game yesterday, or a no hitter," like the Cubs pitcher, and I was just like, I don't know who that is. So I'm just gonna walk to the Harley Davidson store, like I planned on. I was like, I'm gonna go maybe buy a Harley real quick here, bud.
What are you gonna do with a Harley?
I don't know, but I did see the coach, and I was like, hey, coach. He was walking around, bald guy. What's his name? He was on the Rockies.
What for who? It's
Who's the
Craig.
coach of the
It's
Cubs?
Craig Counsell now.
David
but it might have
Ross?
been David Ross last year.
David Ross.
Oh, David Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was David. He walked by, and I was like, hey, coach. And he's like, hey, Matt. And I was like, how do you know my name?
Matt's
No, he didn't say my name.
Well, the good thing is we let off the show with a bunch of random baseball talk, Mike being bad at picks, but there's tons of action. I mean, you talk about NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, Bovada's loaded with NFL draft props. I mean, you can't get enough of it. I spent a few minutes on Sports with Friends with Seth Everett earlier this week, giving a little bit of a breakdown of some picks. That was a fun show. Check that show out. It's on the Underdog Network. Give it a follow. He was nice enough to have me on for a few minutes. Gave the boys a little bit of a shout out, but you know how that goes.
He had you on the show?
Yeah, I was on for a couple minutes in there.
What'd you say?
Talked about picks.
I can't
what I
imagine you
like,
talked us up.
and a couple different things.
Us three collectively.
I didn't.
The
No.
show maybe, but
No, I simply mentioned that I simply mentioned who
okay.
was on the
Right.
show with me, which is
And
which
that's
is
as
you three.
positive as it got.
Mike drinking Prime with yes, that's true. Drinking Prime with all of those forever chemicals. That's great. Good to see.
I saw Logan debunk it.
Mhm.
What-
Sure he did. That's what
Mike's
he wants
in
you
his
to
healthy
think.
phase
Matt's just drinking the
with
blue
the,
liquid.
with his Prime and
Matt-
Nerds
Matt's
clusters.
drinking
Not even Nerds
dishwasher,
clusters, just big nerd.
yeah, dude.
Matt drinking laundry detergent. Mike
Keep the
Mike
insides
drinking
clean.
Prime. Mark, what do you have? You got like a nice cup of
Gatorade,
milk.
nice Gatorade
Oh, okay.
bottle.
After last week, Mark needs water with a splash of water.
A few waters. Listen,
Mark's
it
got
brought us
an
good luck.
IV.
Brought us
Yeah.
good luck last week, so we let it ride.
They
For who?
won
The
that game.
Sixers?
Well, in that
we talk about
particular
this?
matchup.
Can we talk about this? I want to talk about this.
Go ahead.
The
talk
fact
about
that
this.
the Sixers aren't playing until tomorrow,
I know.
It's
I don't get
ridiculous.
that.
and then aren't playing again until
Which is good for
Sunday?
us, to be fair, for Embiid, I'd say. But I still don't get it.
But it's insane. Also, the way I was thinking about it is like that after that first game, Sixers-Knicks, they probably went home and didn't even stay over in New York.
I think they probably stayed over in New York. There's plenty of places they could practice, and I mean, it's one extra night in the hotel.
But like, wouldn't you want to sleep in your own
Oh, that's a
bed?
good point. I didn't really think about that.
It's only like an hour and a half down the
Yeah,
road.
they took the train.
They
took the
actually-
train.
that-
They did take the train there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, then that's
No,
that's
it's
not bad
probably-
at
It's
all.
only like an hour.
I've
and a
done
half,
that train.
Well, it's
2
probably an
hours, maybe.
express train too. It doesn't
Yeah.
have any other stops, right? Like,
Oh no, it's definitely they're stopping in Hoboken. They're stopping in Fishtown. Yeah, no, they're still picking up the regular riders,
right? At
Mark.
least.
I mean, you would think so, but you never know.
I think it's a Chris Evans bullet
I mean,
train.
if it's a private train, it's got to be
or no,
pretty
what was the
nice,
movie
too.
he was in? I don't think Chris Evans is Bullet Train. What's the name of that movie? They made a TV
Oh,
show
man.
about it too.
I forget that. No,
Looper?
it's not
Looper.
Weekend
Looper.
to
called-
Yuma. That's
It's not
probably it.
Looper.
No, Looper's the guy from Cop Out and the guy from Angels in the Outfield.
Shut up.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis.
Yeah, we all got it. It was neither of those
Snowpiercer.
guys.
No, I was never
Deep
gonna. It was never gonna guess that.
Snowpiercer.
But, it's a good
Yeah.
movie. Very
Great,
Makes you
actually,
think,
really
you know?
good movie.
a little
Not
bit.
really. Nope.
I doubt it. I have no idea. I've never seen the movie. I don't care.
It's a train. Basically, the world ends,
Oh,
Greg, and
spoilers.
society only exists on
Yeah.
this one train. No, that's the plot.
Makes you think.
That's the plot.
That seems a little ridiculous. The plot for this show though is to make picks. We're gonna dive right into it. We're gonna start with Major League
Is that
Baseball.
what this show's about?
Yeah, I know. We're gonna start with Major League Baseball. Bovada's got all the Thursday lines, and then we'll eventually get to NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs, some NHL draft talk, the worst golf tournament of the year, the Pairs event. We'll get into that too. But we'll start in Major League Baseball, and Mark, I'll go to you first.
I'm gonna start with the Cubs plus 106 against the Astros. The Astros are struggling so far this year.
They're
I don't know.
horrible.
I don't know when they're going to break out of it. They're going to, I think, eventually, and they're probably going to make the playoffs. But right now, they're not good.
I think they're missing like their entire 5 starters pitching wise. I think that's
Oh.
what's really doing them in.
It's also
Yeah,
why the Cubs
also
are
on my card
too, Mark.
as
I
well.
checked the standings, and they were like 5-12 or 5-13 or something.
I think they might be like 9 or 10 games below 500, somewhere around there.
Yeah, their pitching's taken a big hit this
Good one.
year, which hasn't been.
You've
good
been
for
going
them.
to a lot of
So-
Astros
Who?
games by yourself.
No, I went to one because I was in town for an event. Some of us have to. Yeah, we got to gallivant around.
Sitting in
country,
front of,
you know?
in between two best friends, just trying to have a
Let's
good
go.
time.
Get on your
Just
horse.
trying-
Get on your horse.
Trying to have a good time. Nothing's happening. It's not live. They're just lying to you,
No, I'm
Mark.
about to see
Both
what
of
happens.
them.
Oh.
Matt, what do you have in baseball?
Somehow me and Matt might be
baseball,
on the same.
baseball.
He might not be ahead of me this time.
Give me the Seattle Mariners minus 1.5 plus 135 against Greg's Texas Rangers.
I got the Rangers on my card.
I also have the
1.5.
Rangers.
I also have the
Plus
Rangers, to be
103.
fair.
I love my pick. You know what? Make that my lock of the week. One of my locks of the week, minus 1.5 plus 135.
What were
Plus
the Rangers
103.
odds, Mike? Rangers plus 103. Rangers plus 103 for Mark as well. And plus 103 is the Rangers on my card. When I was doing these,
Yeah,
it
moved.
was plus 105. This is the beautifulness of the live odds from Bovada moving during
Beautifulness.
the show. Always fun. Speaking of the Phillies, they're also on my
also
card for
on
tomorrow,
my
minus
card.
154. I mean, me and Mark might have just
do
the
you have
same.
a minus 1.5 as well?
I have it written down. I don't want to take him.
I have they're minus 157.
Who's pitching tomorrow?
I believe
It
it's
moved to
Wheeler.
minus 154.
It's 154.
Is there no golf this weekend?
It's
There is.
it's
deserved.
yeah
It's the
2.
Bears
So like you
event.
don't.
Oh, okay. Because I tried to make my pick multiple times, and it was like,
Yeah.
field's not set yet.
I
was
got
like,
an
it's
email
Wednesday.
today
Read
saying to
where
make
it
your
says May
pick, but then
2nd.
it says May 2nd. Yeah.
I got it too, Mike.
So anyway,
So Mike, are you?
I
saying
put it on my
the Phillies
card.
or no?
I have it written down.
you know what?
But
I
anyway.
have the run line as well, Greg. You heard that? All right, good.
I did.
Plus
Minus 1.5.
110.
What were the odds?
Hopefully you guys don't have my last pick.
Well,
Yankees
go,
minus
what's your last
1.5,
pick?
minus 115 against the A's.
No.
All right. Well, that's what I'm gonna take.
We all saw how the Yankees 1.5 against the A's worked for you the other day, so
Guys, the woke.
it was pretty good.
Well,
Oh,
the worst
well,
vibes
Matt,
you could
anything else
ever
in
be
baseball?
part of. Get that guy out of my rabbit hole. No, not rabbit hole. The foxhole. Yeah,
Foxhole.
get him out of my foxhole.
Get
would
him
be
out of
good.
my rabbit hole. Is it a wooden rabbit? What kind of rabbit hole? Who knows?
I will take the Dodgers minus 1.5, minus 115 against your Washington Nationals.
Not my Washington Nationals. My last pick is the Pirates plus 107. Nope. Moved to plus 105 now on Bovada. So plus 105 for the Pirates against the Brewers tomorrow. So we got the Pirates cooled off a little bit, but I like him in the getaway game in that one. Anything
Nah,
else,
that's it
Mike,
for
in
me.
baseball?
Nope. Oh, that's it
Mark?
for me.
And then Matt.
Athletics plus 210 over the Yankees.
Athletics plus 210. Going Geloff. Zach Geloff home run. Wasn't that the genius call?
I think that was the tweet. I don't know if that was the actual call.
Even worse. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go on to soccer.
All right,
Hater.
good show.
Yeah. Let's go on to soccer very quickly. I'm lost in soccer. I can't win a game. I can't win anything. It's been a rough go. That's why I'll start with Fulham
That's
over
a bad
Crystal
pick.
Palace, even
That's
money.
a bad pick.
Love that pick.
We'll
That's a
see.
bad-
Love that
That's a
pick.
Matt,
bad
do you like it?
pick.
I love that pick.
That's a
Thank you,
real
Matt.
bad pick.
I appreciate it.
Crystal
Mike,
Palace plus
what do you have?
260. We're playing Oliver Glasner ball now. We're so much better. We've just won 3 straight games against Liverpool, West Ham, and today we beat Newcastle, all top 8 teams, 9 straight points. They're so back. We might not lose the rest of the year.
I'm with Greg on this. I'm taking Crystal Palace plus 260.
Easy money. Good pick. Palace boys are buzzing.
So
Buzzing.
Palace boys are buzzing.
I don't appreciate the content of this show anymore.
Give me
Mark.
West Ham draw no bet plus 300 against Liverpool. Liverpool.
Yeah, they've lost it.
They're
lost it.
They're drowning. They're collapsing. I don't know. West Ham's playing for more than they are at this point. So yeah, we'll go with that.
So it's West Ham versus Liverpool.
Draw
Draw
no
no
bet
bet.
plus 300.
a
Sneeze, but
heck of a
didn't mute
It's a heck
mute
of a
his
sneeze.
mic.
Nope. Definitely
I'm
thinks
gonna
he did.
Yeah, certainly. I'm gonna take Everton. No, gotta hit that. Everton plus 140. Blowing his nose against Brentford. Big win for Everton today in the Merseyside Derby to pretty much bury Liverpool's any chance to win the title. So great for Everton there to bury them. First win in like 15 years at Goodison against Liverpool in Klopp's last year is beautiful.
It's not great.
Good blowing of your nose there.
Then
Is anyone else's allergies just been
That happened to me on Saturday.
Yeah,
I
it's been bad.
was golfing. I started itching my
Oh,
eyes,
my
and it was
God.
downfall.
and then we forgot the Benadryl,
Correct.
and it was a whole thing. I'm taking the Wolves over Luton Town minus 105. Need a win here. Forest has Man City. It's gonna be bad. We need Luton to stay below so we can keep the Forest boys up. After we were cheated yet again
That was
in
tough.
that
I'll
Everton
give you
game.
that one. I'll give you that one.
File all the motions you want. This is ridiculous. They don't want the Reds to succeed. They don't want the Reds to succeed, and it's just BS. Mark,
I
what do you
am
got?
going to take Brighton against Man City. Give me the draw at plus 420. And this is just a pick I'm making because I really want it to happen.
It's always good. The heart.
I need
pick.
at least
that's usually
one
they usually
draw
work
from
out.
Man City in their last 6 games. That's all we need, and we're right back on track.
Draws make the heart grow fonder, Greg.
That is true, Matt. What do you have?
Man City minus 245 against Brighton Hove Baglioni.
All right.
Bovine Joni.
All right. Do we have anything else in soccer?
Yeah, I got one more.
All right.
Aston Villa plus 120 over.
Oh. I'm on Aston Villa as well.
Over
Yeah.
Chelsea. All right, dude, you let up a 700 freaking feet high pop, and you're like clapping your chest like you did something.
An out and out, to be fair.
Oh, an out and out. All right, Mike, you're out. You know what? You're out of this podcast. Finally, we have our first firing live on air. It's
mean.
good for content.
Why was he fired?
So, should have a vote.
Just-
I think I would have Mark on my side. Greg would vote me out.
What's funny?
Yeah, you're big out.
You know what's real funny? Mark's gone too.
Wait.
Boom.
Now I'm definitely on Mike's
Roasted.
side.
Now it's just me and Matt.
And our special guest, and here he is, Doug Heffernan. God bless our troops. God bless our country. And gentlemen, start your engines.
So stupid.
The listeners who aren't watching will think Doug Heffernan came in the room for that.
Probably.
For sure.
He probably will.
No,
All right,
give
are we
me,
good in soccer
give me the
then?
Gunners against Tottenham -120. That's good value on the Gunners.
The Hotspurs?
Hotspurs. That is
Is that
Tottenham.
what they're called?
You know what, Mark?
No,
Just for you.
you're just the rudest
Just for you,
person
I'm going to
there
do
is.
this. Tottenham over Arsenal +275. I can't
Big
buy
win.
a soccer win. I might as
Put
well
that,
help you
put
out
that on my
with
card too, Greg.
What is it?
What
What is it? I'll take Tottenham for Mark.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, everybody take Tottenham for Mark.
+275.
All right,
The
that's-
fakest
Tottenham
guys
for
there
Mark.
are.
Tottenham.
The fakest guys there are right here.
Tottenham for Mark.
Just 3 terrible human
I mean,
beings.
getting Tottenham at home +275 on Bovada
Value, to be
is
fair.
that's
Tottenham's
great.
battling for a
It's great
Champions
value,
League spot
and
at
number
home.
one, we stink. Mike's lost
Why
21
do you go
plus
straight to
units in
me?
2 weeks. Just because I called it as soon as you won the Akshay Bhatia bet.
Yeah.
I told you
You
what
got
was gonna
top 20
happen.
last
It's
week.
already happening.
Might just have to bet on him every time.
Okay. Bet on him.
Should have
to
made
win
that my
every
lock of the
time.
week. No, not to win, just in general.
All right,
Yes.
are we good in
Yep.
soccer then?
For
We
Mark.
did it for
Thanks,
Mark.
guys. Jerks.
Tottenham for Mark. I love it.
Bunch of
all right.
asswipes.
Then let's go. Let's go to tennis very quickly. I don't have anything in tennis. I never do. But I'm sure Mike
-3.5,
Garcia,
-120.
Wow.
Caroline Garcia -3.5.
I was rocking her shirt over the weekend. I was
Mark,
getting a lot
anything?
of questions about it.
I'm sure
Probably.
as you should have.
Yeah,
Fair.
give me Naomi Osaka. Minus
On my card as well.
145 against Ludmila Samsonova. Naomi's gonna run minus
What were the odds?
145.
What were the odds? Sorry.
145 there, Greg. And then
Okay.
give me I got a couple picks in WTA. Let me just find it here. I got Elise Mertens against Sloane Stevens plus 130. So I got one American and a going against another American. Parlay those two
All right.
together at plus 289. We're back into the value boy season. This is women's
sport are we
tennis.
on?
We're
We're in
on
the
tennis,
doldrums.
Matt. We are
What
not.
did you tell
There's
Seth
so-
Everett about the show?
Give me one more pick. Last one is Emiliana Orango plus 210 over Diana Yastremska. Bang. That's how you do it in Madrid.
Ooh. That is how you do it in Madrid. That
Yeah.
is how
That is how you heard.
on the trap. That is
plus
how I heard.
210. Matt, anything in tennis?
Yeah, give me Daniel Altmaier plus 150 over
That's a good
Arthur
pick.
Fils.
Good pick. Good pick.
Take the guy from Mad Men against Hubert Hurkacz.
Jack Draper.
Yeah. And
Yeah, for the record, Jack Draper also plus
Correct.
150.
You are correct.
Yeah, plus 150 at Bovada there. So you got one more, Matt?
yeah, give me the guy from Greece against Thiago Sabo.
Danny Zuko.
Wild.
Lorenzo Mazzetti?
No, Lorenzo Lamas.
He's in like one scene in Greece.
Okay, did you want me to say Falcon Crest? Did you know him in Falcon Crest better than Greece?
I don't know what Falcon Crest is, so no, you're right, I didn't.
I was gonna say, wasn't he on a couple episodes of like The Surreal Life?
I don't know if Lorenzo Lamas was on a couple episodes of The Surreal Life. No.
I mean, known for his 4 movies he's known for. Grease is in the top 4. Oh, he's in an episode of. He was the voice of Meep in Phineas and Ferb for 6 episodes.
Doesn't Meep just say Meep?
Are we good? Are we good? Are we good in tennis? I mean, that's good. That's good money if you can get it. Let's be fair. All you have to say is Meep.
I got Maria Sakkari -4, -105 as my last play against Donna Vekic.
Oh, he had
Talking
his own
Grease
reality show. It's called Leave It to Llamas. It was Leave It to Llamas.
Thank God we left it to Llamas. All right, are we good then? We can move on.
It only has 1-star review.
Are you surprised? All right, let's go to the NHL. It is the first round of the NHL postseason. It has been a fun, fun night of hockey. It was crazy to go from the Sixers. The Sixers loss right to the Islanders doing nearly the exact same thing against the Hurricanes. It was an insanity for them to blow a 3-0 lead. But it has been a ton of fun. We had our first overtime game last night, and I'm starting in game 3 of that. It's the first game on Thursday night. It's the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're my lock of the week, -117. Vasilevsky was locked in towards the end of that game. Tough goal to give it up at the end, but that's my lock of the week. Mike, what's your deal here?
I know why.
My lock of the week, the Tampa Bay Lightning. You couldn't script it a better day, Greg. Couldn't script it. All right. The Tampa Bay Lightning, -117. Vasilevsky was locked in. They had a chance there on Sunday. I think that goal at the end of the game to make it 3-2 gave him a little confidence.
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely agree. I think they it's been a fun series to watch.
Correct.
Just some bad breaks, but remember, Mike, the series doesn't start until the home team loses. So
Exactly.
that's how that works. Matt, anything in hockey?
Capitals +147 against the Rangers. I don't think Lundqvist can do it anymore. I think that team's washed.
Aren't they up 2-0?
Doesn't the Rangers' new goalie have like a crazy name?
Yeah, Shesterkin.
Yeah, Shesterkin. Almost as good as what's the Knicks guy who when Nick Batum didn't box out. His name's like Haberstrat
Hartenstein.
Hartenstein.
Hartenstein. Oh, Haberstrat's the Scrapple company that makes the Scrapple. Yeah.
I'm on the Hurricanes against the other New York team -163. That's such a bad loss in the playoffs. I don't think you can come back from that. I think the Hurricanes put this one even closer to
I'm on the Hurricanes as well at -163, and I'll make my lock of the week the Hurricanes -1.5 at +163.
I'm on that. I was on that puck line as well.
It's tough to come back from that kind of loss, and I have the Hurricanes going pretty far in this playoffs. So
they've been very good so far. You can't fault the comeback.
I always stand back when the Hurricanes coming through.
That's true. That's a good. You know what, Matt? That's a great point. Matt, what else do you have in hockey?
If we ever go back to Beer Fest again and dress as wrestlers, I am going all out and going as the Hurricane. I don't know if they allow capes.
The ref late in the
Fair.
The run.
And then I also went as Shane McMahon once.
That was too cool for school.
I wore a baseball. Okay, I went as the Big Red Machine the one year. That was the best one.
Capes?
The last year,
they don't allow capes in the AC Convention Center.
To be fair, Hacksaw Jim Duggan walked around with a 2x4 and a giant American flag.
Yeah.
So I don't think the cape's going to be the issue.
I think
if we're being honest. It is a different time now. So
all right, give me the Avalanche -170.
All right, the Jets are on my card +145. They've been playing inspired hockey. They're very good. They got a lot of scoring. I mean, that first game was unbelievable. The first 2 periods with how many goals happened, and I just think the Jets the Jets have a chance to win this series and upset them. So,
I'm
anything
on the
else in
Avalanche
hockey, Mike?
-1.5 plus 142 there. And I missed earlier. I'm going to take the under in that Rangers Capitals game. Under 5.5 -115. The Capitals are terrible. So I'm going to go with
They're
no
bad.
goals.
So you're saying plus 142 and Capitals Rangers under 5.5
-115. Yeah.
or -115.
I'm actually
what
good
else you got in hockey?
Greg. Thanks for asking, though. I really appreciate it.
All right. That's what I'm here for. My last pick in hockey is the Canucks plus 105. It's actually moved. It's actually moved on Bovada to plus 102. But I'm on the Canucks in that game, in Game 3 against Nashville. So, are we good in hockey then? All right. Then we can dip quickly into NASCAR, literally, so I can just give my Denny Hamlin pick. I'm taking Denny Hamlin plus 800 to win this weekend. Mike, what racer would you like to?
We're in Dover. I'm going to take Chase Elliott plus 1,200. And I'm going to take him top 5 plus 220. He's finished in the top 5 out of 8 of the last 8 races at Dover.
Nice.
So it's top 5 plus 220.
Yep. Cool stadium down
Mark,
there.
anything in NASCAR?
Give me Martin Truex Jr. plus 650 outright. This is one of the few races that are pretty close to home for Martin Truex Jr. So he's always going to be
South Africa.
He's always going to be, good odds when he's close to home. Thanks, Matt. He's from New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Well, this is in Talladega.
It's in Dover, Delaware. Matt, do you have anything in this?
I do. I got AJ Allmendinger at plus 200,000. 20,000.
Okay.
He looks cool. He drives a Celsius car, number 16. So,
all right, let's get out of NASCAR then. Let's go to darts very quickly. I'm just literally a couple Premier League picks. Mike, I don't know if you have anything
not this week.
in
I got
darts.
enough other picks. Hey, I did go 1-0 last week. I'm just still hurting from yesterday. That Greg said let's play a best of 9 series, and it was the most depressing thing I've ever been a part of because I was playing so bad.
I won't lie. When I was down,
had to feel the nerves
2-1
there.
to you in the first best of 5. I was prepared. If I lost that, I was prepared to take the dartboard down.
In Game 4, you gave me so many chances, and I just had a couple.
To be fair, I didn't almost lose.
If I take advantage of the chance in the 4th game, I think I could have won. But he watched me in the 5th game. But the 4th game, I had the door was open, and I stubbed my toe on it and fell backwards. Best of 5, first 3.
Oh man, what do you mean you didn't almost lose? You were down 2-1, and you made a mistake in Game 4.
Yeah, but I also had to throw in leg 4.
Before he left the door open, and then I got 2 straight turns of a 6 and then a 7 when I really had a chance to get there. And then I finally got close, and he buried it.
You stink, Mike.
The door
wasn't that open. I'm taking Gerwin Price plus 125 over Luke Lidler. I'm taking Aspinall over Humphreys plus 185 and Michael Smith minus 125 over Rob Cross. Heating up for that 4th playoff spot. Michael Smith making a good charge.
Probably because I haven't bet on him.
To try to get there. So that probably makes sense. Let's go to the NBA playoffs. We already talked about the 76ers a little bit, but the NBA playoffs have been a little more boring than the NHL. A lot of blowouts. Not a ton of close games, but a ton of really cool moments, if we're being fair.
Right now, though, the Heat are up 8 with 3 minutes left. They might take one on Boston's floor.
I mean, yeah.
Series starts.
That's exactly when the series starts. That is correct. We can hear people cry maybe more about the Caleb Martin box out
pushed
situation when Tatum fell. It's neither here nor there.
It was a dirty
got
play.
pushed.
I don't really think it was dirty, but it's fine.
All right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Matt, what do you have in the NBA?
Playoffs.
Yes. And
Okay.
let's try not to give a game. I didn't realize this until this week. Matt gave a game that was happening right after the show ended last week. The St. Louis
will never
Blues
do
played
that.
Wednesday night.
He's
I'll
gonna.
never do it again. Give me
He's
Pelicans
gonna-
plus 7.5.
You knew that was coming.
Jose Alvarado, all those guys, I love it.
Stupid.
I'll take the Cavs plus 110. I saw Rich Paul was talking to the owner, Dan Gilbert. I mean, they're going to draft Bronny, and LeBron's going to come back. So
That'll be interesting.
yeah,
I like that prediction.
Or I saw something interesting the other day where I wouldn't put this past LeBron, where the Warriors draft Bronny in the second round, and LeBron teams up with Steph, and it's LeBron, Steph, and Bronny all playing.
And Draymond. Don't forget Draymond.
Is he still
I
in
thought
the
his
NBA?
contract
Yeah, he's
ends
still there.
this year. Or is it Clay?
He just got
Clay's
a
Clay.
4-year
Yeah.
extension. Yeah.
Do we think Clay's done?
He's gonna go somewhere.
Somebody's
I
going
think.
to pay him.
I mean, people.
Yeah.
Probably the Sixers.
He just has to be a guy that goes and shoots. That's it. I'm on.
Like Buddy Hield.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on the Magic
Me
minus
as well.
130 in that game. I think
Me
they
as well.
bounce back at home.
I am on the
Mark.
Nuggets minus 105 and plus 1 minus 110 against the Lakers.
I'm on both of those as
Great.
well.
Love sharing all these picks with you.
I'm on the Lakers minus 115. I think they get gentlemen swept here, unlike last year where they lost 4 straight. I think they take one of these games at home and then lose in Denver in 5.
I don't envision a world where the Nuggets don't beat
Fair.
them just consistently. They constantly beat them over.
I think they
and
won
over
like
again.
10 to 11
LeBron
straight.
can't do it for. Yeah, LeBron, as great as LeBron's been for forever, it's just the deep playoff runs aren't happening in a West with the
Correct.
team that he has built. It's not happening. So I love the Nuggets in that matchup. I'm also, and this is going to be a surprise, Sixers, minus 4.5, minus
Where's your
115.
hat?
Listen. I am the perennial Embiid killer. I sit around and I trash him. This is not his fault. I think this is the game where we put it all together and we show up. We make this. Well, the series won't start yet because the home team has won every
Sure.
game at that point still. But I do think this is a game that they win. So, Mark,
That's
what do
it
you
for
have?
me in basketball. I like your words.
All right, Mike.
I'm going to take the Sixers as well, minus 4.5, minus 115. I'm also going to take the alt line, minus 7, plus 130. I think they run the Knicks out of the gym tomorrow.
So minus 7 plus 130. All right, we'll get that on there. Matt, anything else in basketball before we move on?
Yeah, one more. Let's go with my Dallas Mavericks minus 4.5, minus 110. I mean, Luka,
He was
Sean
unbelievable
Marion,
yesterday.
Kyrie Irving,
Michael Finley.
Michael Phelps,
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Tim
Got
Hardaway
hurt.
Jr. Is Josh Richardson still on the team?
Disregard Tim Hardaway Jr. If he had not gotten hurt, the parlay
That
would have only
parlay
missed
was
by
so
two-
close.
two
See,
or
that's
six.
why I can't gamble with Greg anymore. He's just I can't do anything
understand.
because all he does is just wait.
Something to say. Hey, you know this losing, you know this thing that lost?
I had
These 2 legs that lost? If they would have won, the parlay still would have lost.
I was just explaining. My parlay went 7 out of 10. It went really close. I need one assist from Kyrie, 1 assist from Russ. It was really close. Tim Hardaway Jr. needed over 6.5. He played for like 5 minutes, and Paul George jumped under him, and he got hurt. And to be fair, Paul George made a 3-pointer at the buzzer that didn't matter to cash his part too. But either way, we got robbed.
You were very close to being 6 for 10.
Yeah, we got robbed either way.
Almost.
But I'm going to take the
So close.
Suns minus 4, minus 110 at home. I think the Timberwolves are a much better team. Anthony Edwards is electric, but I think the Suns are going to win at least 1 or 2 games in this series.
All right. Then we good in basketball?
That Bradley Beal contract's really bringing him down.
Is it? Is it? I don't know.
He's not playing good now. I'm like $700 million over the next 2 years.
I don't know if that's true.
It's not great.
Do you think he's playing good?
I'm sorry about the $700 million.
Slight exaggeration.
Derek Booker is not a point guard. They
do need
Chris
a point
Paul.
guard. That I agree with. They went with the shooting guard, not a point guard.
Wasn't he on the bench of, or not on the bench, in the stands of another game recently?
Who, Chris Paul?
Yeah.
Well, the Warriors are out.
Game?
No, he was in like the stands over this weekend, I thought.
Well, his season is over, to be fair.
I mean, maybe. He might have a house there.
How
he
good
was
were
on the
his
floor.
seats?
He was on the floor.
Okay, all right. So as long as he's sitting floor. How about the T-Wolves, huh? Let me get the T-Wolves on my card.
Bro.
They
+4. Minus that's what I'm talking about.
160, dude. Rudy Gobert. I mean, Anthony Edwards might be the best player in the NBA right now.
I think he's going to win an MVP.
See the highlight?
Sam Cassell. Yeah.
Sam Cassell.
Wally Zerbiak.
Stojakovic.
He was at the game.
Zerbiak. That guy who they always show, you always see that on Instagram where he danced like 20 years ago for Garnett. And then when Garnett comes back to the Timberwolves, now you see him dance. He dances again. Everyone's seen the video. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
It comes up on my reels all the time.
The kangaroos just stand there like this. That's a great impression.
Oh, crap.
So stupid. You're so stupid.
Yeah.
All right, are we good
that's
then?
it for the NBA.
All right, let's go to golf then. We'll just touch on it quickly because it is the Zurich. It is a very weird pairs tournament of the season. I really only have 2 picks, and it's who to win and one top 5. My top 5 is Rory McIlroy, Shane Lowry, top 5 plus 150 at Bovada. I think that is a pretty good bet there. Mike, who's in your house?
I'm gonna take Rory Shane to win though, plus 800. Shane Lowry, sorry.
Shane's last name?
Lowry, golfer.
Plus 800 there. Mark,
give me the Fitzpatrick's top 5 finish at plus 375.
Did you guys watch the Full Send documentary?
Full Swing. Yeah.
Or Full Swing documentary? Not the thing on the Cowboys.
I was gonna say, wait, what?
But the Fitzpatrick episode turned it off 5 minutes in. I was so over it. Did not care.
I mean, they got to find some episodes somewhere, I guess.
It, so I don't really
and they were on.
I would have rather watched an episode on that Michael Ian Black guy from the PGA Championship.
Michael Block?
Yeah.
Not Michael Ian Black, known for I love the 90s and I love the 80s.
That guy.
VH1 fame.
He was in more than that, okay? Don't.
Well, yeah, I know that, Matt, but that's the.
Yeah, I would have rather watched the Michael Block thing. I would have watched other. I don't care about Matt Fitzpatrick and his younger brother who's not as good
until
as
he said he was top 5 if he had Rory's distance. Then I'm out on him.
I'm top 5 if I have Rory's waistline. I'm top 5.
No, that's what Michael Block said.
I mean, that's not true.
You could say it. Oh, so now everybody hates him.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody hated him within weeks of him being.
People are hating him because he said that if he had Rory's distance, he would be like a top 10 golfer in the world or something like that.
He came in dead last the next week of the tournament.
It's because he didn't have the distance.
That's true. You're probably right, Mark. Anything in the Zurich?
No, that's it.
Other than the Fitzpatricks. Just that, Matt. Anything in this tournament?
Cantley Schauffele plus 450. Got to ride my boy Cantley. I knew he was going to come in 3rd place or top 5 last week. Everyone should have followed me. I played that course. I know Cantley's game. I know where he thrives. I knew he was going to be up there in the leaderboard that week.
I'm taking Nick Taylor and Adam Hadwin plus 2,000. That's my last pick. So are we good in golf? We can move on?
Yep.
I got one more.
All right.
I got a Quinella. It's 1st and 2nd any order of Patrick Cantley, Xander Schauffele, and Nikolai Højgaard, and what I'm assuming is his brother, Rasmus Højgaard.
I think it's a safe assumption.
What's
Why?
the odds?
We have cousins that with our last name.
What?
That's true. He's not wrong. You could have a cousin with the same last name. What?
We do not have any
the odds?
You
I
could
don't
have a
think we have any
grandparent with
cousins
the
with the
same
same
last
last name. To be fair.
You could have a guy that works
To
at
be fair,
Giant.
we
He's
don't
the
have
manager
any.
of the month.
We don't have any cousins with the same last
That's
name.
good. Matt, that's a great Matt. Even better point. Shout out to the deli manager of
Oh,
Giant.
I forgot about that.
20 years ago. Shout out. It might have been Clemens Markets, to be
It was
fair.
Clemens.
It might
was
not have even
Clemens.
been Giant.
It was Clemens, and his name was Mike Crone.
Sick
we were
name.
related to him.
Cool name. Rasmus is his twin
so-
brother. To be fair,
They should do a full swing on
Spider-Man
full swing
memes.
episode on them.
They should do a full
shout
swing
out Mike
episode
Crone
on
though.
him,
Sick
Mark.
name.
Yeah,
Matt,
way more successful
meme.
than you. Plus 4,500.
Wow.
4,500. All right, let's get to so dumb. Let's
I
get
have
to
some
the NFL
UFC, but it
draft.
doesn't really matter. I don't know.
Oh, I forgot about the UFC this week. If you
Yeah,
wanna
I
give
just
it
have
out,
a few
we can give
picks.
it out
I'll go
real
through them
quick.
quick.
All right, hold on. I gotta edit a bunch of stuff, and the mic's being dumb.
I have
annoying.
UFC as well. So
Yeah. Just thought you're the Just Bleed
How did I
guy. I
forget
thought
about
you
the
would know
UFC?
his UFC this weekend.
Oh, I gotta get another. Lock
Sure.
in here.
It is true. UFC, we got Mateus Nicolau and Alex Perez at the top of the card. This is a
It
bad
is.
card.
It
Oh
is
my
a
God.
tough card after a week
Um,
off, and then into after you see 300.
Yeah. I'm gonna take. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know. This is disgusting. I'm
Is there any
gonna take,
sports after
NFL
this?
draft.
Just the NFL draft. I'm taking Ronnie Yaya plus 350, and I'll take Tim the Dirty Bird Means at plus 250. Those will be my two picks in the UFC. Try to get some.
I have a
value on them.
parlay.
Mike, go ahead though.
I'm gonna take them all straight as well. Vana Petrovic minus 450. I'm gonna go Ryan Spann minus 195, and Uras Medic minus 310 against the Dirty Bird. And
pick.
that parlay pays plus 145.
So Petrovic, Medic,
Span
and
Superman
and
Sman.
What's it
Plus
pay?
145.
What's it pay? Plus 145. All right. Mark,
yeah, I
you said you have
got
some
Victor
UFC.
Henry minus 450. Michael
right.
Michal Figlak minus 170.
Sick name.
Dude,
The Figlak.
Figlak?
And I'm parlaying those two. Victor
Whoa.
Henry and Figlak.
If he was a wrestler, oh my God, he's got him in the Figlock. That would be so. Oh my God, it's over! It's over! He put him in the Figlock.
What does Henry
Minus
Figlock pay on
106.
Bovada? Minus 106.
And then my last one is. Hold on, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. David Onama against Jonathan Pierce, plus 140.
That's on my card as well.
Onama, what's my name?
I'm gonna take Austin Lane plus 210 over Janata Deniz.
Because it's like Houston Street.
Okay. Austin Lane. There you go. I like that, Mark. I like that.
It'd be funnier if I know who
He was the
Houston
closer.
Street was.
Former closer for the A's. Come on.
And the
What are we
Rockies.
talking
Oh, my
about?
bad. Sorry. The only A's. I only know Brad Pitt from the A's.
You don't remember the joke?
They-
What's the,
are we
what's the
getting the
road
UFC
you take to the World Series? You take Houston Street? No,
They never made the
no.
World
The
Series.
Phillies went through Houston Street to make the World Series.
You know what
Yikes.
movie I do want to watch? Trouble with the Curve.
The
I've
Clint
seen,
Eastwood movie?
Yeah, I've been seeing some TikToks about it, and what's his name? Billy Brubaker's in it. Mark knows the guy. And yeah, Billy
I don't think she
Brubaker, Amy
plays
Adams.
Billy Brubaker.
She played Billy Brewbaker in the movie Trouble with the Curve. But no, but I don't know. I've been seeing some scenes on TikTok, and I think I want to watch it.
That's probably doable.
Could definitely Google where that's streamable.
All right, let's go.
I'm going to take Kareem Silva minus 150 as my last pick, Greg.
Kareem Silva minus 150. Okay. All right. Let's get to the NFL draft then. A lot of action tomorrow. Not a ton. I mean, the first pick is the foregone conclusion, but when you talk about all the other stuff around the NFL draft, there's a lot going on. Bunch of props. I mean, there couldn't be any more props at Bovada if you ask. There's just so much. So, Mark, I'll start with you.
I'm going to start with Marvin Harrison Jr. being the number 4 pick, minus 190. I heard that he's received an assurance that he wouldn't go past that pick if he was available for the Cardinals, and I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I can't see them passing up on that. I have one of those picks too, and it's actually moved, and this terrifies me even more. But I have to stand on principle here because I gave it out when it was plus 140 earlier this week on Seth Everett's show. But I think Drake May goes 2, and now it's plus 650. I just don't see I don't see a world where the guy who's been said they're going to be number 2, and then this last minute rush to Jaden Daniels. I still think the Commanders go May number 2, but that's just me. So a little bit more value.
I have Drake May minus 190 at number 3, and I also have a pick for number 4. I think there's going to be there's so many reports. There's going to be all these trades. Sometimes that's just a lot of smoke and there might be no trades, but I'm going to go J.J. McCarthy plus 350 at 4. It really looks which I think is a bad pick, but I mean he's won everywhere he's been, so somebody I think is going to take him high, and I think he's going to go. I'll take that value for number 4. I think somebody trades into that spot.
The Mitch Trubisky of this draft.
Drake May
too.
No, well they both are. That's fine.
But yeah, I don't know if this quarterback class is that strong.
May is actually minus 230 now, Mike, to go 3.
Oh wow!
So things
yeah,
have
it was
really
minus 190
when
I looked an hour ago.
Again, an hour ago he was.
Did McCarthy move too? Then no, he's still plus 350
too. Matt, what do you have?
I gotta find this thing.
All right, you find that thing. I'll go to Mark.
No, I want to do a pick first. 8th pick, I'm taking Byron Murphy II at plus 500.
That's the dude from Texas, right? The end.
That's that dude.
I actually have Byron Murphy, first defensive player selected, plus 175 on my card. Mark, I'll go to you now.
So I'm going to go with the number 9 pick to be Rome Odunze at plus 350. I'm hoping that Chicago just stays there, but I think they put together a little package, get their quarterback of the future, get a young wide receiver in there. Now you got Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and, this pick is a luxury pick a little bit, but you got somebody that'll be with Caleb Williams for the future.
I like that as well. I want that on my card because I'm also taking Rome Odunze over 8.5 plus 140. I think he drops down there. I think some of the higher receivers drop down a little bit. I think some of the lower receivers go up. So I'm agreeing with Mark there.
Thanks, Mike.
Got you.
So Odunze over plus 8.5 was minus 140. Plus 140. So plus 140 there. Matt, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. I think I talked about it the other day where Jaden Daniels threw a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk.
I don't know if you talked on this, but it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Maybe
it is hilarious. All the people in that sequence.
Well, yeah. All right, so here's the tweet from Chase Snyder. Reminder: Jaden Daniels has been in college so long that he threw a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk over Dumondor Lenore to beat Justin Herbert's Oregon Ducks pre-COVID.
Wow. Arizona State.
That's Arizona.
Arizona State. That's crazy that he's been there so long.
I mean, Jane Daniels
Correct.
started as a
I
true
think he was like the
freshman,
second-ranked
All
quarterback.
right, I'm Greg, dude. I gotta.
I'm not. What do you
cool-
mean?
I gotta
It's
make
a
cool
really.
stuff. Not all right. Lock of the week: Lad McConkey -120 for first round pick.
That's on my card too.
I mean, I can see where Matt's coming from, but
I think it was cool.
it's the COVID year.
Yeah, me and the 2,400,000 people that retweeted Shane's thing.
I didn't
Shut
say
up,
that
Shane.
it wasn't cool. I didn't say that it
His
wasn't
name's
cool.
James. I don't know why I said Shane.
Isn't transferring going to get
Um,
weirder now because they can play immediately too? There's no like rest year where if they transfer or like they have to sit out for a year or whatever.
It should be the other way.
I thought it was kind of.
Yeah,
already
that's
like
why
that
I didn't get it.
anyway.
I felt like it was like that, but maybe that was because it was during COVID. You could do that, but I don't know, like the COVID rules, because everybody's coming up on their last COVID year. I think.
Yeah.
I'm taking Brock Bowers top 10 plus 125 tight end. Such a sought after position. I think somebody makes that move and they take
That
him
picture.
a little bit early.
I'm going to take Bo
Mike,
Nix
I'll go to you.
over 32 and a half
picture, though,
minus
Greg?
150. He's not going in the first round. Don't care. Stinks. And if he does, you stink.
Part of my take was talking about that picture
I don't know what picture you're talking about.
What picture?
of Brock Bowers and Gronk.
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
Part of my take was talking about it. They it's a tough look for Brock Bowers.
It's not great. Mike, you
Over
said Bo
32 and a
Nix
half
over
minus
32 and a
150.
half? And I actually have on my card Bo Nix under 32 and a half because there are dumb teams.
Ooh.
Under 32 and a half plus 155. Mark, what's your next one?
My next one,
I'm not saying he doesn't stink. I'm just telling
I'm
you what I think's
taking
gonna happen.
Philadelphia Eagles position of first player drafted. Give me defensive line edge at plus 200.
I also have something
Nick
similar on my card.
Castellanos grounds into a double play to end the game. Way to go, Nick. Way to
Something
go.
similar on my card.
Way to
first,
go, Nick. I
First
got a
player
text.
drafted O-line plus 180 for the Eagles, that is. Matt, what else do you have?
I'm texting about Nick. Go elsewhere.
Yeah, as I was
Mark,
saying, I
Mike.
think the lower receivers go a little bit higher. I'm going Brian Thomas under 19 and a half plus 165. I'm seeing things for the Eagles as well. They could trade up, get a corner or wide receiver and different things. If we got Brian Thomas as our third receiver, I think that'd be unbelievable.
You said under 19
Plus
and a half
150.
minus 1.
Sorry, he moved to plus 150. It was plus 165. Moving towards here.
Yeah, it certainly is. Matt, your next one. Or are you still
Total defensive lineman selected in round 1 over 6.5 plus 185.
plus 185? Yep. All right,
Give
Mark.
me Jets first drafted player position will be offensive lineman plus money, plus 100.
Plus 100. All right.
I'm gonna go.
Mike.
I'm gonna go with Nate Wiggins under 26 and a half plus 145. I think if the Eagles don't trade, even though they probably will either trade up or down, I think Wiggins is one of the people that possibly go by that 22nd pick, the corner, plus 145.
I
Speaking
got
of
Cooper
Wiggins.
DeJean over. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
What team is he on?
Nate Wiggins,
Wiggins.
or Andrew Wiggins?
The Golden State Warriors.
Andrew
No,
Wiggins?
the other Wiggins.
Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
The Golden State Warriors.
Is there another
His
Wiggins
brother
in the NBA?
maybe might be in the NBA on somebody else.
I thought I heard them say Wiggins the other day, and I thought I was like so.
Aaron
confused.
Wiggins plays for OKC.
Maybe that's what it was.
I'm taking Cooper DeJean over.
I don't think they're
22 and a
related.
half minus 120.
Yeah.
Just two guys with the same
Yeah.
last name that aren't related. Full circle.
Oh, Mike!
circle.
Yeah, your face.
Damn it!
Face, that
Damn
way.
it!
Mark, what's your next
I
one?
should have said that. Damn it!
Give me Green Bay
that's
Packers
great.
first position taken cornerback, and that is plus 230.
Plus 230. Mike,
I'm gonna go with
anything else?
stay with the same thing. Adonai Mitchell under 27 and a half plus 150 from Texas. There, I think 27 and a half.
29 and a
And then
half?
I have one final pick.
7.5.
is Terry and Arnold over 15.5 minus 120. I think he's going to be the best corner in the class, but it looks like he keeps moving up or down. Yeah.
You said minus 120. Matt, anything else in the draft?
First offensive lineman selected, Joe Alt, minus 700.
Slapping the mustard jacket on him. The mustard jacket is
No
the
clue
Hall
what
of Fame
Mike's
jacket.
My last pick for the draft is total Big 12 players drafted in round 1 under 3.5 even money.
I feel like
odds,
that's safe pick with the
currently,
Notre Dame offensive linemen. They produce pretty good ones.
They usually do. Mark,
No,
anything
that's
else in the NFL
Just
draft?
slap the mustard jacket on me.
Slap the mustard jacket on him.
Speaking of the mustard jacket, we're taking Bo Nix, New England Patriots,
Oh my
plus
God.
3,000. That's a mustard jacket if I've ever heard of it.
Bo Nix, Patriots, plus 3,000. Fellas,
The
fun
challenge.
week. The challenge was the golf winners. That's what we're doing for the
I don't know if
challenge.
we
We gotta
took
go
any
back.
golf winners.
No. All right, then we don't do. What do you want to do for the challenge then?
How many quarterbacks are taking the first
If the
round?
Sixers make it to next Wednesday,
If the Sixers make it to next
Well,
Wednesday,
how many games are played?
I say there's 2 games.
They play
When do
Saturday.
they play? Sunday, so probably against Tuesday. So it's basically if the Sixers
I
losing
feel
5.
like that's dumb.
I say no.
I mean, I'll take
You
a
say
free
no
yes.
if they don't make it.
They're not going to make it to the
I
next
feel
show.
like it's a free yes. They're not getting swept.
But if they lose in 5 games,
Let me look
I'm
at their
assuming they'll play again next Tuesday.
Mike, what was that
I was just
quarterback?
thinking there's
thing
probably
you said?
something over under
Quarterbacks
quarterbacks in the first round. They play Tuesday. They do play
There is.
Tuesday.
All right. I'm no.
Total quarterbacks in round 1. It's over 4.5. Is minus 375 currently at Bovada.
Yeah. Well, let's make it
under
5.5.
4.5.
Yeah,
Make it 5.5.
that's probably more even odds.
Do you think there's going to be 6 QBs?
Well, there is
selected
6
in the
that are
first
possibly
round?
there. You have Daniel
Penix, Nix, Daniels,
Williams,
Caleb,
Drake May, and
Williams.
JJ McCarthy. So those are the 6 that are possibly to go.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
5. Make it 5.5.
I'm going under.
Under.
Mike's going under.
Why don't we do
Mark's
first? I don't like
All right, then get a different one. Maybe with 2 challenges.
Why
I
don't
don't
we
know.
just
Get a
do
different one if
golf?
you
What are we doing here?
want to. I don't know.
Try to end the show, Mark.
I mean, we're just.
I'm taking over the 5.5. Matt, say over or under so we can close the show.
Oh, over.
Over it is. Fellas,
Over.
fun week, crazy week, a whole lot of stuff going on. YouTube.com/theunderdog, Twitter.com/BettorsDelight. Matt's showing something about his T-shirt.
Yeah, bait and tackle. Shout them out.
But we'll be back next week, and hopefully the Sixers are too.